Well, John Carlson, so great to see you entering season 17. Can you believe it? You're the veteran of the group.
It's pretty wild. I think you don't like throwing around numbers or anything like that,
Yeah.
but it is cool to to be here after all these years and to get another crack at something I love so much.
Speaking of numbers, John, you're 18 games away from passing Nicholas Backstrom for second most games played in franchise history. What does it mean to you to have been a cornerstone of this franchise just in the same city for so long?
Yeah, like I said, it's amazing. It's great to have some continuity, obviously, with a living situation. I think that's security with that is great, especially having kids. It's nice to not having to move everywhere after every season or to another place and back, whatever it is. It's been fun to build real good bonds with teammates that have been here a long time too, with the fans, with the staff, people that work at the rink, all those things.
Yeah.
It's a real good feeling, and it's easy to look past it, but certainly it's a privilege to be in this league for that long as it is, but certainly to be with one franchise.
Yeah, with one team is special. So many new guys came into the franchise last summer. They returned this year, guys like Jacob Chychrun, Pierre-Luc Dubois. Last season, everything fit in seamlessly. How much do you think you guys can take the next step now, bringing back a lot of those guys and having that year under your belt together?
Yeah, I think everyone's like, oh, well, where can you go from here? Like, you guys were great last year, and I think that's true, but I think just the process and the way that we can do it can be better, and I think we were a consistent team. We showed up every night, but within that consistency, can we control the game more? Can we be more mature throughout situations? I think you look at different things to every single in between games, but certainly over the summer, how can we get better offensively? Even though we were a very good offensive team, if we get stymied, can we be more versatile? Stuff like that. I think you shy away from looking at the numbers because it was, statistically a really good season, and within that, there's a lot of room to grow. And, I think a lot of young guys made some huge steps, and that's awesome. And there is, room to grow in that sense too.
Yeah.
Tarek likes the numbers, but we'll hold him back from getting into all the numbers. Tarek.
Well, I want to bring up 895.
Yes, okay, that's a good number.
Yeah,
good number.
And I know we all had a great time following that, the lead up to it, and even maybe the few days after it.
Yeah.
In terms of the hype and hoopla and how much attention there was on you guys, is it kind of nice to not have that this year?
Yeah, I think it was probably 50-50, so I think the same will be true this year. He'll be chasing something else. It's almost like
900.
We're numb to all these different milestones that he's going to hit. But I think there was some exhaustion with the interviews and with the attention and with the thoughts and the fan lore, and that it was amazing.
A lot.
Yeah.
But it also carried us through points of the season too, and in terms of a random Tuesday night game when he's getting close, and so I think it goes back and forth. But I'm sure he'll think of different ways to find some more records to break, and there'll be a lot more onus on us as a more mature group from having the season we did, living through that huge ordeal, to grow individually and as a team, and to challenge ourselves to keep that level high.
Yeah. Turned 40 yesterday, the grade 8, a few goals away from 900. Those are some pretty good numbers, so we'll keep talking about those.
We're numbers on that one.
We're numbers on that, not always the analytics and stats. I won't get Alan May going with that. But Marty Faravari missed some time at the end of last year. I think you guys missed his presence. What does he bring to the room, and having him back healthy to start this year?
Yeah, I think we all felt that last year. He's one of those guys. He kind of, maybe he's not going to score 25 goals, but he does so much for everyone on the ice, and his presence, and he's such a good skater, such a good defender, makes great passes, and it's easy to overlook him when Ovi's scoring his 895th goal and stuff like that. But the type of player that he is and what he means to the rest of the D-Corps was obviously shown through there with the importance of the hole that was there.
Just one more from me. Alexa mentioned this a minute ago. 20 players from last year's roster are back, all 6D. What's the message from Coach Carberry and from the leadership? Are you guys just kind of let's run it back? Is that kind of the
Well,
deal?
yeah. I mean, again, I think when you're coming off a good season, we fell short of what we talked about from day one last year. So, with all these positive things that did happen, you do have to kind of dial yourself in. And reality is reality. It's
Right.
another year that we didn't win, and that's at the end of the day, all we really care about. So. It's easy when we're talking to talk about all the good things and stuff, but when we're in the meeting rooms, we're not bragging about things that we did good last year. We're thinking about how we can get better, how we can be more consistent, how we can raise our play to finish near the top like we did last year, but also do it better than we did last year.
Season 17, but always giving us the time. John